18-year-old Alejandro Tello was riding his skateboard home from work Sunday afternoon when he was hit by a white BMW SUV. As you can see in this surveillance video, he was skating along Avenue T near West 10th Street in the Gravesend section of Brooklyn, near where he lived with his family. When he was hit, he was then taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
And they still haven't found the driver, right?
Right. A memorial continues to grow at the scene, but as one friend just pointed out, the driver of that BMW SUV remains on the loose. Do you have any kind of message for the driver out there?
If you're out there, just come forward. I think it'll put some peace to the family. I really do.
Investigators tracked down that BMW at Bay 14th Street early Monday morning, but have not released any other information on the driver. In the meantime, a GoFundMe page has been created to cover all funeral expenses. You can find that by going to gofundme.com/Alejandro Tello Memorial Fund. And of course, you can stay with me on Twitter at Diana Blast for any updates to this story.
Thanks, Diana. On set today, we have Jim McQueenie, political expert and father. As a father, what do you think when you look at this video?
We don't know the protocol of these crosswalks since pedestrians have been empowered more, right? In the metropolitan area, the pedestrian rights and pedestrian protocols, they're not really understood, and the pedestrian fatalities, by the way, are soaring.
But in fairness to this hit-and-run driver, obviously leaving the scene is deplorable and illegal. Isn't it possible that maybe the kid was in his blind spot and the driver didn't see him?
Well, you look at that, as we all did, and said that is probably the case, but you know, you see that horrific thump of the car over the body, and you gotta say, if it had been a dog, you would have stopped, right? And you didn't stop, and that's the crime here.
And also, all of us can speculate, but really we need the driver to come forward so we can get to the bottom of what actually happened.
How does the driver not sense his whole car shift side to side as he's rolling over a body? That's unexcusable, unacceptable. That said, New York City is the concrete jungle. And a lot of people who are on skateboards or bicycles think that they can operate just like a car, but not follow the traffic laws. I don't know if we need new legislation or new regulations, but we need to address the concrete jungle of New York City.
Even though the pedestrian has the right of way, you need to look. The car might not see you, and for your own protection, you need to look both ways before you cross the street, regardless if you have the right of way or
Brian,
not.
you've been skateboarding and biking. What's your take on
Well, this is the thing, is when you're on a skateboard or on a bike, sometimes you don't know what set of rules to follow. You know, sometimes if you're on a bike, you want to go out and stay in the traffic and stay in the line of cars, because that's really what you should do, right? You should stay right in the middle and you should use your hand signals. If you do that, you're going to have cars behind you beeping saying you're not going fast enough. So you move over to the side, and now you're in this gray area where you're kind of a pedestrian, you're kind of in traffic. You know, do you use the crosswalks when you go across?
Here's the bottom line, Brian. Here's the bottom line. The driver in this video needs to surrender to police immediately and give his or her side of the story. That's all there is to it. Thanks, guys.